All right, everyone, welcome to class. My name is Teacher Chad. This hour, we're going to be practicing our reading and pronunciation as we read through a handful of short stories. Our first short story we're going to take a look at is this one here. It's called The Painter's Studio. The link is here in the Verbling chat box as well as the Google chat box. Very nice. Let's see who we have in class so far. Hi there, Amparo. How are you?
Hi, teacher. Good morning.
Good morning. How are things looking for this week?
Yeah, good. Everything is good. I'm going to have a wedding this weekend.
Wow, that's cool. Who's getting married?
No, my what is cousin? Yeah.
Your cousin?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I hope you have a fun time. Is it on Saturday or Sunday?
On Saturday.
On Saturday. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
generally here is in Saturday. Yeah.
All right. All right. Very good. Very good. Okay, cool. Let's see. Sergey, how are you?
Hi, Chet. I'm fine, thank you.
Very nice.
How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Hi there, Heidi. How are you?
Hello, nice to see you again.
Good to see you as well. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Anna. Hi, Anna. How are you?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine, thank you. Nice to see you again.
Good. Nice to see you as well. All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and get reading here. Amparo, we're going to start off with you this hour. And let's have you start here from the beginning. My brother-in-law. Let's do. Let me have you read down to here where it says a picture of his studio, please.
My brother-in-law, Matt, is a painter. When you look at his paintings, you feel just like Matt must have felt when he painted them. I asked Matt how he paints such beautiful paintings. Well, Jesse, he said, I put myself into every painting. What do you mean? I asked. I all began many years ago, said Matt, and he told me a story. When Matt was learning how to paint, his teacher gave him an assignment. She told him to paint a picture of his studio.
Okay, nice job. Nice job. Okay, let's go to here instead of I began. I all began many years ago, so it's it. It all began many years ago.
It all began many years ago.
Okay, very nice. Next up, we have mean instead of meant. Okay, with the T at the end. Okay, and on the N sound. What do you mean? I asked.
What do you mean? I asked.
Asked with the T at the end. I asked. Try that again.
Asked. What do you mean? I asked.
There you go. Good. And the last one here is the connection between felt when. Okay, instead of feld when. Okay, give me a T sound. It's twen. Okay, so must have felt when he painted them.
Must have felt when he painted them.
Okay. All right. Nice job. Thank you, Amparo.
Thanks.
Okay. Very good. Let's go to. Sorry, guys. Okay. Anna. Okay, Anna, let's have you read from What a Boring Assignment. Okay, here, down to painting.
What a boring assignment, thought Matt. Matt liked best to paint things that he found very strange and unusual. He painted cities all lit up like the starry, I don't know, sky at night, giant scientific machines, and cactuses he had seen while hiking in the desert. Why would he want to paint his studio where he worked every day? Matt planned on spending the day next painting.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the word planned. Instead of planed, okay, this is a short A sound. Planned.
planned.
Good. Matt planned on spending.
Matt planned on spending.
Okay, so instead of spending, take off the in front of the s. It's Matt planned on spending.
Okay. Matt planned on spending.
Okay, give me an sound instead of planned. Planned. Matt planned. So this a in Matt and the a in planned are going to sound exactly the same. Okay, so Matt planned on spending.
I will try. Matt planned on spending.
There you go. Good, good. Okay, let's go to while. Okay, give me an L sound here instead of an oo. Instead of while, it's while. While hiking in the desert.
While hiking in the desert.
Okay, very good. Next up is, okay, yes, this is going to be starry. So this is all lit up like the starry sky at night.
All lit up the starry sky at night.
One more time.
All lit up like the starry night. All lit up like the starry sky at night.
Okay, very good. Next one here, or last one, is the word very. Okay, now give me an R sound instead of an oo. Okay, here you're saying very. So you're saying very. Instead of an oo sound, it's ver. Give me an R. Very.
Very.
There you go. So he found very strange.
He found it very strange.
Okay, all right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Antonio. Hi, Antonio. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right,
Hola.
very good. Antonio, let's have you read from he would. Let's see here. He would try. Okay, and read down to here where it says, "It's not even noon yet." Please.
Okay, he would try to finish the assignment quickly. The sooner I finish, he thought, the sooner I can paint something more exciting. He set up his easel and started to paint his studio. He painted the floors, the walls, the lamp, the window, and all the unfinished paintings that were hung up on the walls. I'm almost done, he thought, and it is not even not yet.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to this word here. Instead of not yet, this is noon. Okay,
Noon.
it's not even noon yet.
And it's not even noon yet.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the word unfinished. Okay, this is an ed ending. Instead of unfinished, the word is unfinished.
Unfinished.
The unfinished paintings.
The unfinished paintings.
All right, very good. Let's try the L sound here. Instead of walls, it's wall. Okay, let your tongue touch the top of your mouth. The walls.
The walls.
Okay, very good. And your last word here is a Z sound. So instead of saying easel, it's easel. Easel.
Easel.
There you go. Okay, so he set up his easel.
He set up his easel.
Okay, very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Noon yet. Okay. Let's go to Heidi.
Yes.
Okay, Heidi, please read from But It Didn't Look. Okay, down to Through a Sunbeam, please.
Okay. But it didn't look quite right. Matt kept painting. The longer he painted, the more he noticed things in his studio he hadn't painted yet. He painted a piece of tape in the wall, a branch outside his window, and a dab of green paint he had spilled on the floor. He even painted a fly that was buzzing around the room and a flake of dust that was coasting through a sunbeam.
Okay, very good. Let's take a look at that last word. Instead of sunbeam, the stress is at the beginning of the word. Sunbeam.
Sunbeam.
Okay, very good. Let's go to, okay, the word spilled. Give me a D sound. So what you're going to do is connect the D to the word on. So you're going to say dawn, right? So this is, he had spilled on the floor.
He had spilled on the floor.
Good. One more time. He had spilled on the floor.
He had spilled on the floor.
All right. Very good. Let's go to the word branch here. So this is an anch sound instead of bra, brunch. It's an sound. So branch.
Branch.
Good. A branch outside his window.
A branch outside his window.
All right. Next one is notice things. Okay, so let's connect these two sounds here. So instead of noticed things, okay, connect the T to the TH. So it's notice things.
Notice things.
Good. One more time. Notice things.
Notice things.
All right. And our last word is the word longer. Instead of longer, it's an sound. Longer.
Longer.
Good. The longer he painted.
The longer he painted.
There you go. That's the sound. Good. Longer. Great. Nice job. Thank you. All right. Let's go to Ksenia. Hi, Ksenia. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you.
Good, good. Ksenia, let's have you read from "It was 5 in the afternoon" and read down to here, this comma where it says painting was resting on, please.
Okay. It was 5 in the afternoon when he finally paused and wiped his brow. He could tell something was still missing, but he didn't see a single thing he hadn't painted. I must be losing my mind, he thought, but I know there is something I'm forgetting. Suddenly, Matt realized what he had forgotten. He had forgotten to paint the easel his painting was resting on.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to the word forgotten. Okay, so with the vowel, okay, instead of forgotten, it's forgotten, forgotten.
Forgotten.
One more time, forgotten.
Forgotten.
Good. He had forgotten to paint the easel.
He had forgotten to paint the easel.
All right, very nice. Next up is the word no. Instead of now, the word is no. Okay, but I know there is something I'm forgetting.
But I know there is something I'm forgetting.
Okay, one more time. Instead of no, okay, give me an O sound. But I know there's something I'm forgetting.
But I know there is something I'm forgetting.
All right, good. Let's go to single thing. Now, with these two words, you said single thing, so you pronounced a TH in front of both of them. So it's single thing.
Single thing.
Good. He didn't see a... Oh, I almost did it. Yeah, I can see how it's tricky. All right, so he didn't see a single thing he hadn't painted.
He didn't see a single thing he hadn't painted.
Yeah, I think I was thinking of it, and that's why I almost did it. I almost did your same mistake. That's funny. Nice job. Good. Single thing. Good. And your last one is the word paused. Instead of posed, it's an sound. Paused.
Paused.
Good. He finally paused and wiped his brow.
He finally paused and wiped his brow.
Good. All right. Nice job, Ksenia. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, good. Let's go to Mark. Hi, Mark. How you doing?
Hello, I'm just fine. Chad, and you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Let's have you continue from the palette and read down to here where it says, I am losing my mind, please.
Okay. The palette with all the different colors of paint he was using, and his paint brushes. Most importantly, Matt had forgotten to paint himself. Matt painted himself just as he was in real life, standing before the easel, painting. It was long past midnight when something magical happened. The painter Matt had just painted started to move. I'm losing my mind.
Okay, very good. Let's take a look at two parts. First up, we have before the easel. So give me a good R here instead of before the easel. Before. Standing before the easel.
Standing before the easel.
And give me an L at the end of easel instead of easel. Okay. Oh, use your tongue. Easel.
Easel.
Good. Standing before the easel.
Standing before the easel.
Good, good. And your other word is painted himself. All right, so now you can use the rule like what we use for wanted, saying wanted, painted himself. Okay. We do that. Okay, so when you have the nt ed ending, you can drop that t and say painted. Okay. Or you can say painted himself and pronounce it sort of correctly. Okay. So either one is okay, but it's going to be a bouncing motion. Painted himself.
Painted himself.
Yeah. Now make sure to hit that M. Okay. Instead of hitting an N sound, it's an Painted himself.
Painted himself.
Good. So Matt painted himself.
Matt painted himself.
Good job. Good job. Cool. Yeah, everything else is pretty good. Your THs were just fine. All of your Ls. Your connections were pretty good. Yeah. No other issues. Nice job. Nice job. Thank you. Okay. Good. Let's go to. Let's see here. Rohan. Hi, Rohan. How are you?
Hello, Chad. I'm fine. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay, Rohan, let's have you read from the painter in Matt's painting, down to the end of the paragraph in front of it, please.
Yeah. The painter in Matt's painting dipped his paintbrush into the paints on the painted palette. Matt watched him spread the paints over the small canvas that was in the painting. In a moment, the painter had painted the same painting Matt had painted in real life. Then the painter in Matt's painting painted an even smaller easel and an even smaller painter in front of it.
Okay, so you got some good practice saying the word paint.
Yeah.
Okay, that was good. That was interesting. All right, very good. So let's go to the L sound here. So small, smaller. Okay, give me a nice L here. An even smaller painter.
An even smaller painter.
Smaller. Give me that sound right afterwards. An even smaller painter.
An even smaller painter.
Okay, very good. And the TH in the. Okay, into the paints. Into the paints.
Into the paints.
Okay, yeah, so instead of saying into the, make sure you're using your tongue for the word the. Into the paints on the painted palette.
Into the paints on the painted palette.
That's better. That's better. Good. Good. Yeah, everything else is pretty good. Yeah, just watch your THs on words like the, them, their, they. Okay, those voice THs, you tend to pronounce a small D sound when you're saying it. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
Good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Sergey. All right, Sergey, let me have you read this next paragraph from Imagine Matt's surprise down to another painter, please.
Okay. Imagine Matt's surprise when the smaller painter that Matt's painter had painted began to paint an even smaller easel in the painting that was in the painting that Matt had painted. And in this teeny painting, there was an even smaller painter who painted an even smaller painting. In that painting, the painter had already started painting an even smaller painting. And in that painting was yet another painter.
Okay, all right. Again, yeah, these last two paragraphs were confusing. Okay, let's go to the TH here. Another. Okay, yet another painter.
Yet another painter.
Good, one more time. And in that painting was yet another painter.
In that painting was yet another painter.
Okay, good, good. Much better with the TH, both on another and that. Okay, give me a good ah sound here in smaller instead of smaller. It's an ah. Okay, an even smaller painting.
An even smaller painting.
One more time. An even smaller painting.
An even smaller painting.
That's better. Nice vowel sound. And your last one here is the word tiny. Instead of teeny, tiny. And in this tiny painting.
And in this tiny painting.
Okay, very good. All right, so this word, you guys, that is tiny. And this is teeny. Okay, so when it's the T-E-E-N-Y, that's teeny. The I is tiny. Okay? Good. All right.
Okay.
Nice job, Cedric. Thank you. Good. Let's go to Ahmed. Hi, Ahmed. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Let's have you finish up the story, reading from when I woke up down to paint themselves, please.
Okay, when I woke up the next morning, Matt told me the painting was finished. It was the most beautiful painting I'd ever made, and I had learned a lesson. So long as I put myself into my painting will paint themselves.
Okay, very good. Let's go to this S sound here, paintings. My paintings will paint themselves.
My paintings will paint themselves.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the word learned. Give me a good R here. I had learned a lesson.
I had learned a lesson.
Okay, instead of learned, it's lur. I had learned. I had learned a lesson.
And I had learned a lesson.
Okay, very good. Let's go to a good R here in ever. I'd ever made.
I'd ever made.
Okay, very nice. And last one here is morning. Good R sound here. So when I woke up the next morning.
When I woke up the next morning.
Instead of morning, okay, you're rolling the R. Give me a good R. So it's morning. When I woke up the next morning.
When I woke up the next morning.
Good. All right, excellent. Let's go to our next story here. Okay, here's the link. Okay. And Ahmed, let's have you continue. Oh, hold on one second. My computer's thinking. Oh, come on. Here we go. Okay. All right, Ahmed. Let's have you read from. You've got it pretty easy. Down to go to bed early, please.
Okay. You have got it pretty easy. Being a human. Yeah, I know something. Your parents make you do things you don't want to do, like go to bed early, and
Okay,
sometimes.
just tell there.
Okay.
All right, so let's go to early one more time. Give me a good R, like go to bed early.
Like go to bed early.
One more time. Like go to bed early.
Like go to bed early.
Okay, all right, that's pretty good. Let's go to the word parents. Right here, instead of parents, give me a good R. Okay, soft R here, so it's parents.
Parents.
There you go, that's nice. Okay, so sometimes your parents make you do things.
Sometimes your parents make you do things.
Okay, one more time. Instead of parents. Sometimes your parents make you do things.
Sometimes your parents make you do things.
Okay. All right. Good. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Amparo.
Okay.
All right. Amparo, please read from and sometimes down to, let's see here, my magnetic head, please.
Sometimes you get stomach aches and bruises when you fall down. Ouch. But that's nothing compared to being a magnet. Yes, I'm a magnet. What does that mean? Well, you see, with magnets, we are attracted to a lot of things. It was kind of cool when I was little and I climbed the jungle gym because I could hang off the monkey bars with no hands. I hung by magnetic head. My magnetic head.
There you go. Good, good. All right, let's go to two words here. So first up, we have the word hang.
Hang.
Yeah, so an A-N-G. All right, so A-N-G and A-N-K both have long A sounds. Okay, so it's going to be ang and ank. Okay, so that's why we say thank you and not thank you or like another form of an A or whatnot. Okay, so it's a, think, and hang. I could hang off the monkey bars.
I could hang off the monkey bars.
Good. One more time. I could hang off the monkey bars.
I could hang off the monkey bars.
Okay, very good. And up here. Okay, instead of stomach aches, it's stomach aches. Oh, golly. Stomach aches.
Stomach ache.
Yeah.
Stomach aches.
Stomach aches.
Okay, stomach ache. Stomach aches.
Aches, yeah. So sometimes you get stomach aches.
And sometimes you get stomach aches.
Good, good. Nice job. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, let's go to, let's see, Anna. Okay, Anna, please read from cool, right? And read down to here where it says get too close, please.
Cool, right? Though sometimes it makes it hard for me to get down. When I walk past something big and metallic like a school bus, I have to try really hard to move forward because I start getting sucked towards it. When I visited San Francisco and wanted to see the Golden Gate Bridge, it's not actually made of gold, it's made of steel. I didn't want to get too close.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the word steel. Okay, give me an L sound here instead of steel with an oo sound at the end. It's ooh, steel.
Okay, steel.
It's made of steel.
It's made of steel.
Okay, very good. Next up is, okay, so it's suck toward it. Okay, so I start getting sucked toward it.
Okay, I start getting sucked towards it.
Okay, one more time. So you don't need to focus as much on that toward. So it's toward. So it's nice and quick. I start getting sucked toward it.
Okay, I start getting sucked towards it.
Yeah. So the word toward is quicker. Okay. One last time. I start getting sucked toward it.
I start getting sucked towards it.
Okay, but in doing so, make sure you're not pronouncing that E. We don't want to say suck it, suck toward it.
Okay. I start getting sucked towards it.
There you go. Good, good. Okay, last one here. Okay, we have the T's and the D's here. Okay, so watch your sounds afterwards, so because you're saying sometimes itche made itche, so you're saying itch with the CH there. So it's sometimes it made it hard for me.
Okay. Sometimes it made it hard for me.
Okay, one more time. Sometimes it made it hard for me.
Sometimes it made it hard for me.
All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, let's go to Antonio.
Okay.
Okay, Antonio, let's have you read from or else. Okay, and read down to, yeah, go ahead and finish the paragraph. That's okay. So down to using our hands, please.
Okay. Or else I would get stuck to the big cables that help him hold it up. They are the biggest bridge cables ever made, you know. The real problem is when I try to hang out with other magnets. They also expert force, but in weird ways. When I see my best magnet friend, Rob, I always want to give him a hug, a high five, or even just handshake. But I can get close to him. It's like we're pushing each other away without even using our hands.
Okay, very good. Let's go to this word here. Instead of or, the word is our.
Our hands.
Yeah, without even using our hands. Try that.
Even using our hands.
Okay, good. Next up is even or even just a handshake. So we need to get that A sound in there, and then a good SH instead of handshake. It's shake, handshake. Even just a handshake.
Even just a handshake.
There, much better, much better. Next up is the word hug instead of hug. Okay, it's hug.
Hug. Hug.
Good. All right, nice. Okay, instead of expert, the word is exert. The stress is on the end. Okay, it is, they also exert force.
They also exert force.
Give me a Z sound here. So it's exert. They also exert force.
They also exert force.
Okay, now another thing here, instead of saying all, also, give me an ah. Open up your mouth. All, also.
Also, they all are. They
Okay.
also.
So the trick is you have to move your tongue forward in your mouth, because right now your tongue is stuck in the back of your mouth. You're pronouncing a Spanish L. Some people believe that the Latin L is different than the English L, but there is a difference. Okay. So what happens when you're pronouncing, and this goes for Italians, French, Portuguese, and Spanish, okay? When you're pronouncing your L, your tongue is way back here. If you don't believe me, say a word in Spanish that has an L in it, like almuerzo, right? So your tongue is way back here to be able to pronounce it. In English, our tongue goes all the way to the front, okay? And so this allows us to say all, and it creates a nice round vowel sound in the mouth. Okay, so we say all. Okay, way up here instead of all. All is back here. All, and that traps that vowel in this little tiny space. So we want to bring it way forward, curve the tongue, and it's all. Also.
Also.
Bring it way forward instead of al. That's still in the back of your mouth. Oh. Feel the back of your teeth. All. Also.
Also.
Okay. There, that's better. That's a little better. One more time. All. Also.
Also.
Okay, good. So let's put it in the sentence.
Thank you.
Okay, so they also exert force.
They also exert force.
Okay, almost. Don't push so hard on it. Okay, nice and like a medium pressure. So it's all. They also exert force.
They also exert force.
Okay, that's a little better. Just remember to open up your mouth, because that's what's going to cause it to sound like oh. Instead of oh, it's an ah, like a Spanish ah sound. Okay. All right, let's go to your last one. They help hold it up. Okay, so that help hold it up. Try that.
They help hold it up.
That help hold it up.
That help hold it up.
Pronounce that P. Right now you're saying hell. Okay? It's that help. That help hold. That help hold it up.
that help olvidar.
Almost. All right. Let's try this connection here. So it's going to be pulled, pulled.
Pulled.
Okay. So practice pronouncing a PH together with an O. Po, po.
Po.
Help pulled. That help pulled it up.
Help all. Help all. Help all.
Yep.
Help
Yep.
all.
Connect it. That help pulled. That help pulled it up.
Help pulled it up. Help
There you
pulled
go.
it up.
That help pulled it up.
Help. That help pulled it up.
There. That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of the problems, you guys, can be solved by connecting your words together. Okay. It makes it just a touch easier to pronounce the words. Okay. Nice job, Antonio. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So, okay. So we finished that one. Yep. Okay. Let's go to Heidi.
Yes.
Okay, Heidi, please read from playing tag is really hard down to instead of a metal bat, please.
Playing tag is really hard. Imagine trying to play when you can't tag each other. Playing capture the flag gets boring because I can grab the flag and run back to our side, and no one can capture me. So we don't play that very often. Instead, we play kickball because we can throw the ball at each other, and that works great. Since the ball is rubber, we play baseball with a wooden bat instead of a metal bat.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the word wooden. Okay,
Wooden.
Open your mouth there in the middle. Wooden.
Wooden.
There you go. So let's also practice the word baseball. So this is a long A sound. Baseball.
Baseball.
Okay, so we play baseball with a wooden bat.
We play baseball with a wooden bat.
All right, nice job. Next up is the word throw. Instead of through, throw.
Throw.
Okay, very good. So we can throw the ball.
We can throw the ball.
One more time. Throw. Give me a good THR. We can throw the ball.
We can throw the ball.
Okay, good. Next is the word often. Instead of often, it's often.
Often.
So we don't play that very often.
So we don't play that very often. Often.
Okay, good. Nice job with often. Now, the word of the day, play. Okay, so give me a good PL here. This is the tricky one for you. So it's play.
Play.
Okay, one more time. Play.
Play.
Okay, and we're going to try playing. Playing capture the flag.
Playing capture the flag.
One more time. Playing capture the flag.
Playing capture the flag.
Okay, all right, nice job, Heidi. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, next up is Ksenia. Okay, Ksenia, please read from So We Can Drop. All right, and read down to here where it says close to each other, please. Ksenia, are you there? Nope. 3, 2, 1, nothing. Okay. Let's go to Mark.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark, please read from So We Can Drop down to close to each other, please.
Okay. So we can drop the bat and run around the bases when we make a hit. Ever since I started high school, I've wanted a magnet girlfriend. There are some smart and nice magnets in my class, but like I said, I couldn't figure out how to hold their hands. How can I invite one to the school dance? I guess our parents and teachers would be happy because we can dance too close to each other.
Okay, very good. Let's go to can't. Okay, so we're going to use more of a nasally sound when we say this. Okay, so because if not, all right. So there's a couple things here that we do. First up, with the word can, we change can to kun. Okay, but you cannot do that with the word can't because it turns into a bad word. Okay, so to make the difference, to make sure that someone understands us, we use more of a nasally sound when we say the word can't. So it's can't.
Can't.
Yeah, so we're pushing it up into the nose just a little bit more. Okay. Now, let's hide the T. Can't dance.
Can't.
Yeah.
Can't dance.
Can't dance. Yeah, so it's almost can't dance.
Can't dance.
That's good. Okay. Because we can't dance too close to each other.
Because we can't dance because we can't dance too close to each other.
Yeah, so that way I know that you're saying can't instead of kun. Because if when I say this, if I take out can't and I switch it to can, okay, because both of them are very similar, and because when we say can't, we typically drop that T, or the T combines into the next word. That's why we do this, so that we can hear the difference. Okay, so if I were to change that sentence to a positive and not say can't, but say can, it would sound like this: because we can dance too close to each other, or because we can dance very close to each other. It's we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So
I've been
that's what
avoiding
we do.
Usually I use cannot because I wasn't sure about how to pronounce.
Yeah, that's how we do it. We push it up into the nose just a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. The word magnets. Okay, so we're going to use a schwa for that E. Magnets.
Magnets.
There you go. Nice magnets in my class.
Nice magnets in my class.
Okay, good. Next up is high school. Okay, so here you were saying high school and you were pushing up. Okay, so we're going to come down. Ever since I started high school.
Ever since I started high school.
Okay, good. And your last one here is the word bases. Okay, so you've got the Z and the S flipped around. So the first S is a unvoiced S. The last one is a voiced S. Bases.
Bases.
Good. So run around the bases when we make a hit.
And run around the bases when we make a hit.
All right. Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's go to...
I'm sorry, and can you hear me now?
Yeah, Xenia, I can hear you. Ready to go? Xenia, you want to read?
Okay.
Okay. Please read from "But it was frustrating" down to "Than the others," please.
But it was frustrating for me, so I kept my distance and just passed them notes, or picked flowers for them and then threw them across the room and let them catch their bouquets. Then one day I was walking past the park and I saw a beautiful magnet. She was playing soccer with her friends, laughing a lot. When I looked at her, she seemed somehow different than the others.
Okay, much better with your concentration on the TH sounds. They're sounding pretty good. Let's try this one here. We're working on the TH in this series, as well as this word here. The word is bouquets. It's a French word, bouquets. Okay, so, and let them catch the bouquets.
And let them catch the bouquets.
Okay. Yeah, bouquets. So, and let them catch the bouquets.
And let them catch the bouquets.
Okay, that's good. All right, and the only other part for you was this word here. Instead of frustrating, the word is frustrating. The stress is at the beginning. Frustrating.
Frustrating.
Good. But it was frustrating for me.
But it was frustrating for me.
Good. All right, nice job. Everything else is pretty nice. Again, very good work with your TH sounds. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Next is, let's see here. Rohan?
Yes.
Okay, Rohan, let's have you read from when she was done and read down to here, all from all of my friends and me, please.
Yeah. When she was done playing our game, I started walking toward her, so I could say hi and talk to her and get to know her, from 5 feet away, like usual. She saw me coming and smiled at me. Then something weird happened when I got close. We started being attracted to each other, literally. I realized at that moment that she must be magnetized opposite from all my friends and me.
Okay, nice job. Okay, let's go to the word that. Okay, so we've got it a couple times here. So I realized in that moment that she must be magnetized.
I realized at that moment that she must be magnetized.
That was much better. Much better. One more time. I realized at that moment that she must be magnetized.
I realized at that moment that she must be magnetized.
Good, good. Now, one thing that I do every once in a while, Rohan, is that I actually pronounce the word that like that. It's more of an that. Okay, sometimes it makes it easier to move through it instead of opening your mouth wide to say the ah. It becomes the that.
That.
That. Okay, so let's try that. Let's try that here in this series. So we're going to say I realized at that moment that she. So it's that she. Okay, instead of that she must be magnetized. Okay, so try it on this one. Do a regular that here, but when you bounce after moment, okay, you're going to bounce into the she. Okay, so I realized at that moment that she must be magnetized.
I realized at that moment that she must be magnetized.
There you go. Good, good. Okay, and the only other one for you is the word usual. So this is a zh sound. Zh. Okay, so from 5 feet away, like usual.
From 5 feet away, like usual.
Good. One more time. From 5 feet away, like usual.
From 5 feet away, like usual.
Good job. Much better. Good. All right. Thank you, Rohan.
Thank you.
Okay. Present me. Okay. Let's go to Sergey. All right, Sergey. Let's have you finish up the story. Okay. So from now we are attached down to opposites attract, please.
Okay. Now we are attached at the hip. She is perfect for me, and I'm perfect for her. We'll walk to the ice cream shop and share a milkshake, sitting side by side on the picnic bench out front. We are unstoppable when we play red rubber. No one can get through. Of course, we'll often pull apart so we can go to our different classes and play sports and hang out with our own friends. But we always come back together eventually. It just goes to show opposites attract.
Okay, good. Yeah, that last word is attract. The stress is on the end. Okay. Opposites attract.
Opposites attract.
Okay, very good. Next one here is own. Okay, so right here. Okay, so with our own, instead of on, it's own. Own. With our own friends.
With our own friends.
Good. One more time. With our own friends.
With our own friends.
Okay, very good. Next one here is through. Okay, no one can get through.
No one could get through.
Okay, give me a good THR here instead of through. Through. No one can get through.
No one can get through.
Okay, almost. So let's practice that THR just by itself. So I want you to say thur. Hold the R. Thur.
Through.
Okay, almost. Push down before it starts rolling. I want you to push down on the R. Thur.
Thur.
There you go. Good. One more time. Thur.
Thur.
Good. Now hold the R, and then we're going to go into the rest of the word. Through.
Through.
Good. One more time. Through.
Through.
Good. No one can get through.
No one can get through.
Okay, good. Now, we're going to go from the ooh and finish it. Instead of leaving your mouth open in an ooh, it's ooh. Ooh. Okay? No one can get through.
No one can get through.
That's better. There. Good. Okay, let's try the R's, the two R's together. Red Rover.
Red Rover.
Ah, now we've got that V. That's the tricky one. Okay, so it's rover.
Red Rover.
So when we play Red Rover.
When we play Red Rover.
Okay. All right. Pretty good. Thank you. Nice job.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's go to our last story. Obviously, we're not going to finish it, but we'll use it to fill in the rest of the time. Amparo, you are next. Okay. All right, here is this story. So, Amparo, let's have you read from Jason stared at the whiteboard. Please read down to mammals and birds, please.
Jason stared at the whiteboard at the front of the classroom, trying to make sense of what he saw there. Mr. Freeman had drawn a complicated diagram of all the creatures living in the nearby Hoptep Wildlife Reserve. Every type of living thing, from trees and insects to mammals and birds.
Okay, very good. So instead of saying mammals, it's mammals, sort of like can't. Mammals.
Mammals.
Good. So from trees and insects to mammals and birds.
From trees and insects to mammals and birds.
Okay, very good. Next up is front of the. Okay, so it's front of the classroom.
Front of the classroom.
There, much better. And last one here is Jason stared. Instead of Jason stared, it's Jason stared.
Jason stared.
Good. Jason stared at the whiteboard.
Jason stared at the whiteboard.
All right, good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next up is Anna. Anna, please read from was written down. And please read till never given much thought to the animals. Down to here to where it says animals, please.
Was written down and circled on the board. Arrows was written down and circled on the board. Arrows is net around the board, connecting the circles, showing which creatures depending on which other creatures to survive. Though he had been hiking out in Hotep plenty of times, Jason had never given much thought to the animals.
Okay, let's go to this word here. If you say fought, that means fight in past tense. We're not saying fight, it's thought. Use your tongue and your teeth. Thought.
Thought.
Good. Had never given much thought to the animals.
Had never given much thought to the animals.
Good, good. Next up is the word plenty. Okay, make that E sound come out instead of plenty. It's plenty. Plenty of times.
Plenty of times. Teacher,
Plenty. Yes.
sometimes people don't pronounce the T.
Okay.
Have you heard the plenty?
I've heard plenty, yes, but the issue is when you don't pronounce the e at the end of this of the word. So you can say plenty of times. Plenty of. Okay,
Plenty.
and that plenty of times, but that
Plenty
e
of
still
times.
needs to be there.
Okay. Plenty of times or plenty of times?
Plenty of times.
Okay. Plenty of times.
That works. That works. Yeah, you can definitely do that with the word plenty. Okay. Next up is the word snaked. Right here, snaked.
Snaked.
With the T sound at the end. Snaked.
Snaked.
Okay, good. And this word here is arrows. Arrows.
Arrows.
Good. Arrows snaked around.
Arrows snaked around.
Okay, now connect these two S sounds. Arrows snaked around.
Arrows snaked around.
Good, good. All right. And your last word here is the word circled instead of circled. Okay. The IR will be an ER in this word. It's circled.
Circled.
Good. Okay. And circled on the board, please.
And circled on the board.
Good. All right. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Good. Let's go to Antonio.
Okay.
All right, this is
Where is that?
the other wildlife down to plants to survive, please.
Okay. Another wildlife has seen out there. He's never thought about how the amount of rainfall affected the amount of moisture in the soil, which affected how well plants could grow, which affected the ability of the animals that ate those plants to survive.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the last word here. Instead of survive, okay, give me V's. Survive.
Survive. Survive.
With the V. Survive.
Survive.
Okay, so right now what you're doing, you're pronouncing B sounds like boy. Okay, so instead of vibe, okay, it's a V. So your teeth need to touch the top of your lip, your bottom lip. Survive.
Survive.
There you go. That's the V sound. Good. Next one here is the word rainfall. Instead of rainfall, okay, it's fall. So that's that L we're talking about in the A sound. Rainfall.
Rainfall.
Okay, good. And the last one is the D sound. You're pronouncing a Spanish D, saying heath. Heath never. Instead of heath, move your tongue back from the back of your teeth. Okay, so when you pronounce the D in English, your tongue cannot touch your teeth. Okay, it's heed. Heed never.
Heed. Heed never. Okay, thank you.
Good. One more time. Heed never.
Heed never. Heed never.
Okay, good. All right, you guys, we are out of time. Thank you very much for coming in. It was great having you here. I will see you in a future classroom, okay? All right, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much.
See ya. Bye. Bye, guys.